We live.
What up? What up? Pop up. Episode
Pop up, pop
34.
up.
Pop up on
Episode
them
34.
bumble. Hold on.
What up? What
Get
up? What
with
up?
it.
All right, y'all. It's Friday, right? It's Friday. So,
24.
wow, man, even in it's been about 3 days since last time we talked. There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Facts.
First, as usual, we're gonna get into the talk a little bit about the sports, get a little bit of that playoff update. I know from last that I heard from Alex was that Hawks was getting busted right now.
Hawks is getting smacked. Not even
And which is interesting
Yeah,
because
game finished.
they won their last game. Yeah, the game. What quarter is it in? If you know.
I think the game's over.
The game's probably
Oh, it's over.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit.
we were
Okay,
talking
so
about
they
it.
took
Yeah,
that.
game done. Final
Okay.
score was 125 to 91.
Wow. So they took that out.
125. Yeah. Them boys is getting waxed.
Yeah, I was gonna watch the game. I seen the score was 75 to 40 something. I was like, oh yeah, it's quiet. I'm not watching that game.
Definitely
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
worth
great.
watching. I just fell asleep like for a good 20 minutes.
I don't know. Like I said, between the Bucks and the Hawks, I prefer if to be the Hawks just because I don't really fuck with Milwaukee. But I don't know. Look, I guess it's because what is it now? Is it the Bucks winning or the Hawks winning?
Series is tied right
Tied
now.
now? Okay.
Yeah,
Series
yeah.
is
Series
tied
tied.
right now, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Oh, my camera went out. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of want to go with the Hawks now. To be real, I don't know. I'm fucking with
Because
the
of
Hawks.
Trae Young
Because
or
of Trae
just-
Yeah,
Young.
I don't know. I feel like and I was gonna say they have more of like an underdog story, especially with Nate McMillan taking over. Like they've been doing big things ever since Nate McMillan took over because their season was kind of looking sus, and they had definitely higher expectations, not to be top two in the East, but
Right.
definitely expected to have a better record, given the circumstances this season. So for them to have to go through a coaching change literally a month or so before the playoffs and to start going on this run that they've gone on to even make it as far as they have been even
Yeah.
now, I feel like even if they don't beat the Bucks, they definitely had a successful season.
Oh, yeah.
And they need to make sure they give Nate McMillan a contract, bro. He deserves
Facts. And like you said, even if they don't beat the Bucks entirely, they definitely prove that they come with heat. You know what I'm saying? So, and definitely
Yeah,
shout out
it's a
to
fact.
Trae Young, who I would say went from maybe being a household name to now being one of the most talked about NBA players in the game right now. So, you know what I mean? Definitely shout out to him for that. He ain't exactly my favorite, but maybe that's just the New York in me and because of what happened with New York. But I don't know.
It's definitely the New York in us because I still don't. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a Trae Young fan, but he definitely gained a lot of respect from me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's facts. Like
Yeah.
I definitely respect his game and what I really respect about him is his ability to like ignore all the bullshit around him. You know what I'm saying? Like even the away games when they getting heckled and stuff, like he ignores all that shit and he makes sure he do what he got to do. So you
Facts.
feel me?
Yeah, it's a fact because usually it's always players always fucking crying and complaining about every little thing. So definitely that's a big one.
Yeah, shout out to Trae Young. Shout out to the Hawks, man. But still, Knicks next year, bro. Knicks got it next year.
That's a fact. Everything good on your end, though, Don? Everything, Chris?
Yeah, with the cams and all that. Everything good? We can see you now.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
My thing tripping right now, but it's good right now.
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah.
All right, so
Everything good.
that's our little playoff update. But let's get into the let's talk about Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso, I guess he was at Texas A&M, which is his alma mater. That's where he graduated. He, from what it looks like, because I ain't Alex, and I'm not the police. So from what it looks like is that he went out there to chill with some friends. You know what I mean? They was obviously the season was done for him or whatever. Obviously, went to go hang out. Was going back home. I guess probably going back to LA. Ironically, where weed is very legal, and he got caught up at Texas where they found, which interestingly enough, when reports first came out, they were making it seem like he got caught, which I thought he got caught with like a good ounce or something because the report read out.
I thought it was a pound or something.
Yeah, I thought they got him.
Yeah, it said some shit originally like caught with marijuana less than 2 ounces or something. But then when I read further, he obviously got caught with a grinder. It was a grinder, and he probably just had some leftover shit in there. Yeah, so But I heard Texas is one of them states where they really don't play about that weed shit. So
he definitely went out there to smoke.
That's very true.
Oh yeah, he sure did. Well, I mean, maybe yeah. I mean,
Well, man,
who
we
knows?
trying to have
Maybe
a
it
good
wasn't
time.
even his grinder. Maybe he didn't know it was in there because But things happen. Sometimes you travel, you forget you have certain things in your bag, especially if you don't. You know what I mean? You don't check before you leave.
I ain't really check like see what like
That's a
any
fact.
like the media been saying about him, but I'm surprised they ain't slaying him like you know what I'm saying like normal. You feel me? Usually like
Yeah,
somebody like Stephen A. Smith would be going in right now.
yeah, especially about the weed. I was like,
Oh,
Casey
Stay
was
off
in
the
here speaking all
yeah.
weed.
that
I
weed.
don't think he didn't get the chance to though.
Yeah,
Because
he didn't get to because
when
that.
did it happen?
Well, no, they should have had first take today.
Yeah,
Oh
Say
yeah, he should
Friday.
have snapped today.
He
I
probably
wasn't
did.
watching
I honestly
first
didn't
take
watch
today.
it. I didn't see it.
I
So
watched
more than
first
Yeah,
likely,
I missed it today.
yeah, and I think it
Yeah.
happened like 2 days ago. So he probably snapped about it yesterday or so. But I'm sure he.
No, I was watching it yesterday.
Oh, he
He
didn't say
didn't
nothing.
snap about it.
Mm,
Mm-mm.
maybe even. But yeah, usually. But like I said, I think in the future we'll have a weed discussion on here. Maybe we'll get a real some. But I think as far as I think that's gonna come to an end as
I
far
just
as
hope we're not gonna get paid for that episode because I'm rolling up.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, but it's gonna have to be that kind of situation. But I feel like just like
That's
even like you
okay.
talking about with the Stephen A. Smith, like that's gonna get to the point where it's like talking about that or talking down on that is gonna be corny because especially I think the NBA just lifted the ban on it, right? Like they're allowed to even smoke that shit now, I think, and then play. So it's like,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, but hopefully I think he bailed out and all that shit already. So I'm
I'm
pretty
pretty
sure
sure.
it's like,
Yeah, some small
yeah,
this man probably bailed out
I
within
would assume
seconds.
so.
yeah, probably a couple hours after.
They were saying, LeBron had tweeted something. Somebody was like,
yeah, they were making memes like,
yeah, they said LeBron
the
probably bailed him out right away, and LeBron had tweeted something. He was like, showed him getting in the car like quick.
yeah, like this nigga out.
I was like, hold on,
Yeah.
man, my dog's LeBron be smoking with my dog Alex Caruso.
Maybe. Remember niggas called
I wouldn't be surprised.
that nigga Bronny had fucked around and was trying to, I guess he was probably trying to upload it to his Finsta.
Oh,
Accidentally
Bronny.
uploaded to Insta.
Yeah.
Remember I think it was like last year this time or so, or a couple months ago, he uploaded him smoking.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know LeBron got in that ass when he got home.
Yeah, he's probably like, dog, you can't be fucking up like that.
Like, you fucking up the money.
Word. That's another thing. But yeah, so we'll keep posted on that Alex Caruso situation, although I'm sure it ain't gonna really amount to nothing. But just an interesting situation. Next, rolling into the entertainment realm, we're gonna talk about this is a hot topic right now, this Britney Spears stuff, I guess. What's going on with Britney Spears and her conservatorship. So briefly, just in case no one understands completely what's going on, I'll try to just sum it up. For the past 13 years or so, which I mean would probably be since what, 2008 or so? Yeah, so about 13 years now. Britney Spears has had her estate and her money and everything controlled by, I guess it's been bouncing back between her father, who was like her manager, and this other guy who was the court appointed to be in charge of everything. So I guess what's happening now with the situation is that she's better, and she feels that she's in the right state of mind, and she should be given back control of all her things and her estates and her money and all that. And basically, she had a court date for it the other day, or a court hearing, and one of a couple. And she gave her story and explained and said, all these things like she's been forced to have an IUD placed in her to avoid her from getting pregnant and having kids and all this other controlling stuff. So especially as guys that are musicians and looking to be, whether independently or under a label, eventually professional with it, like, how do y'all feel? Because this to me is like a not contract, because obviously Britney's contract didn't start out like this. This happened because in 2008 she had that meltdown or whatever, when so that's when things got out of control. She lost her kids and all that. Kevin Federline was given full custody.
Damn.
So what y'all think? I'm starting with you, Clay, first. Like, how you think this is being handled right now? And do you think that it's time they give Britney back her freedom, I guess?
Real quick, Clay, move over to your left a little
As far
because you gotta like Camera's
To
on.
my left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should be a little
yeah.
better right there.
Am I good now? All
A
right.
little bit better. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, as far as like how I feel about it, man. Like she definitely been fighting with this issue for, like you said, 13 years now. It's been a long time. Now we've seen her go through a lot of different things, like as far as her shaving her head, going through her issues with her baby father and things like that,
Word.
which we don't know the full story, but from all I've been hearing as of recently, especially the last couple years, maybe even 3 years, is how much she has been trying to prove that she's in a better state of mind and can handle her shit, which I feel like any grown woman, regardless if they're going through a midlife crisis, PTSD, whatever,
Right.
I feel like should have control of their own actions. I mean, regardless of the fact of how
I
much
mean, she's
money
in
it
control of her
was,
actions.
or if they
She ain't
felt
locked
it
up or
was.
nothing. Niggas just got her money. She's not in control of her money.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. I just feel like when you don't got control of your money, you can't. There's only so much you can do when you don't got your own money in your hands. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that's a
That's
little
true.
bit. You know what I'm saying? It's just
That's true. That's true.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like she definitely deserves to have this full freedom. I mean, I've seen how she's been like looking, and she just, I don't know if you've seen videos of her, like what she be doing on Instagram, but she looked like she going stir crazy. It looked like she just be in the crib all day, every day, just like trying to find ways to entertain herself and keep the world entertained at the same time. And it's just like she's just moving. But same time though, like I don't know. She definitely deserves to have everything back though, for a fact.
All right.
So I'm saying though, like the judges keeping everything away from her until they feel she's stable.
Well, yeah, it seems like that's the situation, but also, and this is the part where the thing I don't like. It seems like her own sanity or state of mind or the judgment of it is not even up to her. It seems like the very people that they're asking if she's sane enough is the people that have control of her money. So obviously
Got you.
they're not gonna be like, yeah, she's good. Give her back
That's
all this money. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
that's
Like
that's what I was thinking, because like
But that
if it's up to like a judge or something like that, okay,
ultimately in the end, it is gonna be up to a judge. That's why
yeah.
they're having
So
case. So yeah, it's
so
gonna be
that's
up
the
to the
thing.
judge.
If she's going in and she ain't she not passing the crazy test or whatever kind of test they giving her, like then you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
which is
Like it
where
is what it is. You can't really get your rights back because you kind of like you're not
acting
mentally there.
crazy.
You feel me?
And that's where I like, for example, what Clay just said. I don't have her on Instagram. I don't follow her. I haven't seen anything on her Instagram other than certain things. But if you're even on your Instagram and you're seeming, even to someone who's clearly sane like Clay, like you said, you're acting stir crazy, which I mean, that is stir crazy does not mean you're crazy. It just means you feel kind of trapped in and you don't
yeah,
know what, you know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
happens to all of
exactly.
us. But you got to understand, if you're in a certain situation where you know you're going to be judged off of anything you do, especially publicly, and you're already being put in this block or this thing of like, okay, you're crazy. If I was her, I wouldn't even be on no social media, dog. Like I wouldn't even be saying, especially nothing personal. I don't know if she talks about the situation or whatever, but I wouldn't be talking about that. I wouldn't want to show myself because
Facts.
my opinion is right. Like, yes, right now, especially 13 years later, give this woman her stuff, right? She worked very hard. We all know because we came up in that era, so we know what Britney Spears and them niggas in NSYNC and all them meant to that era and how hard they worked. So
Mhm.
yeah, right now I feel like she deserves her shit. But it needs to be understood there's a reason why she even got into this situation. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because think about how much not only just celebrities, but people that are rich and wealthy, even more famous and rich and wealthy than Britney Spears, and was able to not get into this situation.
That's facts. That's
In my
facts.
opinion, that's your responsibility. The fact that now 13 years later, to your own family, you have to now prove and to a judge in a court of people that you're sane, you shouldn't have gotten into that situation. Like, come on, bro. I remember back in 2008 seeing the videos of her with an umbrella in her hand, bald headed for some reason, hitting paparazzi and shoving her
Yeah.
umbrella in the car.
She was always
Come on,
bugging
dog.
out.
There's plenty of people that have handled fame and everything that came with it, the good and the bad, way better than that. Especially not publicly. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so,
I ain't gonna lie though, her family definitely is abusing it though,
oh
because
yeah.
like even I'm hearing today, I heard today that even Jamie Lynn, who
Her
was a
sister, yeah.
growing superstar, like I ain't gonna say superstar, but a growing star herself with the show, and then went ahead and ended up having a baby really early in her career. Apparently, she is reaping the benefits of Britney's financial
Nigga,
shit
of
too.
course she is, dude. If she,
I
you're
don't
talking
understand
about
that.
people, bro, it's very simple. Anybody who had a certain age, you can even look at, if you look up, you remember that era, the NSYNC era, when they did the whole puppet thing and No Strings Attached. They're probably best-selling album, one of the best top albums of 2000 or 2001. You look up the story that happened with them niggas with that. It was basically the dude, their manager, just like Britney Spears and people very close to them in their lives they almost were in the same situation. People were extorting them for money, not giving them the full money they were supposed to be getting for the shows and things they were doing, and they had no control. Granted, like I said, to a certain extent, this is some of these people's fault because they should have been more paying attention to their documents and stuff like that before people could even take these liberties away from them.
True.
But at the same time, it's like you said, like the simple fact that your family itself is the people doing this to you is crazy. And, you know, like they're saying here in the chat that, you know, the people that are in control of her funds must be something, there must be something that makes them feel that she's not fit. That I do not agree with, because just like I stated before, if somebody in your family has control, and I'm pretty sure the Britney estate has got to be worth millions, close to maybe even billions, you think whether family or not, especially if they don't even fuck with you like that, you think they're going to honestly look at a judge and say, yeah, she's good. Give her back all this money that we're in control. They're not going to do that. Even if she's completely sane and she's shown, they're not going to do that. And if you look at Britney Spears' history, her family already has a history of screwing her over, and she's got
that's what I'm saying.
with her
so
dad.
They never gonna do that. That's why, like, she'd have to stand in front of a judge or do, you know what I'm saying, fight for it. But if she's going in front of a judge, unless her family got power like that and like telling the judge, like, hey, listen, don't ever, you know what I'm saying, let her free or let her loose.
That's a whole other thing. That's
That's what I'm saying. Like, unless her family's on something like that, you know what I'm saying, if she's really not passing it, then, you know what I'm saying, she ain't passing it. You feel me? But like, it is messed up. Like, if her family should be a little more lenient, you feel me? If like, because, you know what I'm saying, maybe she's not fully mentally there, but maybe she's like close, you know what I'm saying?
Even so, I feel like even if she ain't fully mentally there, at this point, give the bitch her money. Give the woman her money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen pictures of her recently. She's a grown woman. You know what I mean? That she's not even like a kid no more. Like, not to say she was a kid back in 08 when this happened, but
and I ain't gonna lie, she looks a lot better than she has.
She definitely don't even look crazy. Like, she don't even look crazy right now.
Yeah, she looks completely fine. Yeah,
maybe she just got to fight for it and get out. You know what I'm saying? Get their hands.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But
cut from
yeah, and that's like the Casey just said in this thing. A lot of them celebrities back then were, especially back then, because you gotta remember, this is before niggas had social media and
they know what to do. They didn't know what they was doing. They just was
so there's a lot of shit happening behind closed doors.
Yeah, boy, I can only imagine, because even today, to an extent, that shit happens. So you can only imagine how back then, how intense it must have been. Like, so to that extent, I do feel sorry for her. And boy, oh boy, like I said, just like I would say, Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez, Britney Spears worked her ass off, because she wasn't one of them people that was just, I'm just a singer, I'm gonna just get behind this mic and give you some bars or whatever. She was performing, dancing, choreography, doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she was one of them singers you see her on the ceiling and all that. So I can only imagine what it feels like to have worked that hard and to be an adult now, knowing all this money is supposed to be yours, and you watching rappers on YouTube with money just spreading it. Like, yo,
chill.
I need my money. Like, so
what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Give
Brittany her money. I feel like, you know what I mean, she got herself into the situation, but you get that lady her money now. It ain't that deep at this point. You know. Especially if she's not gonna use said money to do anything crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't know that yet.
Yeah,
you don't know that yet.
We don't know. Maybe Brittany got some master plan, you know what I'm saying, that we don't know about it. But
we don't know that
I just feel like, you know what I mean, get a lady her damn money, because the time has been served, and I feel like lessons have been learned.
Facts.
But yeah, so good shout out to Brittany. Good luck with her on that. We gonna keep it moving. Next thing we gonna talk about, Mr. West, Kanye West.
Mr. West.
Kanye West, I believe information was released either this morning or yesterday, I believe it was. He's actively suing Walmart for allowing, which this is the important information here. Walmart themselves are not producing and selling these imitation foam runners. It's third-party sellers, and Walmart is allowing them to sell on their website. Because for those people who don't know, Yeah, that's what
They allowed
Walmart.
DHgate to infiltrate Walmart. I know
Yeah,
DHgate be having them fire for
and that it
replicas.
might be the same people that sell it on DHgate, because Walmart in the past couple of years has been as far as their website has been trying to follow more so in the footsteps of Amazon.
Yeah, I can tell.
So they allow third-party sellers. You can get stuff that but Amazon clearly has a better, I don't know who they use to filter out third-party sellers that sell bootleg shit, you know what I'm saying, that they would get sued for, because you can't find that shit on Amazon. So but niggas did make a bootleg version of the Foam Runners, and and so what they're saying right now is that Kanye's suing them for it, and more than likely I feel like he's probably gonna win, unless Walmart could show that they completely had no idea that these.
I'm pretty sure there's somebody can do that. I think, I don't know.
What, prove that they didn't know it was being sold?
I was gonna say,
yeah. I mean, but then again, these lawyers for these big companies, man, they don't. You know what I'm saying? This lawyers for Kanye, so I'm pretty sure Kanye has some fire lawyers, so they're gonna find a way to get.
It's an Adidas product, exactly. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna throw him some lawyers.
So they're gonna find a way to make some money out of that situation. But
I'm sure they'll probably settle out of court or something. Yeah. But
did them things even look even fire? I got the picture of them, but
they're not fired. But my advice to Kanye West though would be like, first off, nigga, the reason why niggas even able to duplicate this thing so easily is because the foam runners are literally made from, he makes them from they're 3D printed. He has what I guess is a patented design, and they just 3D print them out. I think he makes them right there in Wyoming. Like, he probably sits on his computer himself and print them. Like, so
he 3D prints the shoes.
Yeah, that's why. Because niggas couldn't easily duplicate any of the other Yeezys, like the actual sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So, but the foam runners, as long as any computer 3D artist could generate the same design, they could print it. So that's why a lot of places have been printing fakes. And you can't really tell because, like I said, it's literally just a 3D printed shoe. It's barely even a shoe. Like, but also would be like, dog, the reason why niggas is out here buying them shits is because y'all selling a fucking a 3D printed shoe for like $100-something, dog. I think when he drops them retail, after people scoop them up and they sell out, they resell for like $350, $400, which is crazy. But the shoe itself, retail, when it comes out, it's like $100. Like, come on, dog. The most that shoe should be is like $60, if even. Like, they shouldn't cost no more than your average Crocs or whatever. And I think a pair of Crocs is like $60, I think.
And if they wanted to tax a little $20 on it for the name, cool,
for the Kanye tax, you know what I'm saying?
They dragging it.
But come on, y'all dragging it. That's why niggas is out here printing machines on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd get my 3D print machine and print them things myself.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Which is why I'm pretty sure a lot of niggas was like, yo. But and
again, they tried them for something on Walmart though. I ain't gonna cap.
Boom. And that's the funny thing is why Walmart is so dumb for allowing this, because the niggas printed it ain't gonna get sued. Walmart is just getting sued for allowing the sales. So it's like, y'all are dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, so I don't know. So what y'all think? Y'all think it's something that he probably gonna end up winning, or you think it's something that he shouldn't even be tripping about?
That's tough. Like I said, I feel like Kanye and Adidas are gonna have some fire lawyers. They're gonna find a way to get some bread out of that. But yeah, that's tough. I don't know. Like, he may just win that. Because it is on Walmart's site. Unless Walmart seems like a big enough. I mean, obviously it's a big enough company, but they should have their paperwork straight to where, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're already prepared for something like this. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's a tough situation. But
remember, they got bammed up too.
Only so much you could be prepared for.
Yeah.
But like in regards to that, they was the same ones. They got sued by like Lil Baby and all them rappers because they were selling fake versions of their chains, like the official chains of their shits. Walmart was selling fake versions of them. Like,
if Lil Baby won that one.
Didn't learn
I think they settled out of court for something. Like, they gave him some type of money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Walmart's not even gonna. They probably won't even go far with it. They probably gonna be like, what you want to settle for, whatever, and then just write them that check. Man, I need to sue Walmart myself, man. Slip and fall.
They got money to blow. Trust me.
For real. Let me catch a slip and fall in Walmart.
They got money to blow.
Because even like y'all heard like Airbnb. I heard when a report came out the other day that when anything goes wrong or they get any complaints, even from the smallest thing to even rape, they just pay out. Like, they either, like I don't heard, they don't put people up in hotels, like $1,000 a night hotels.
Damn.
They done paid people thousands in shut up money and stuff like that just to not like apparently they got bread like that just to, you know what I'm saying? Which in a way when you think about it, it's kind of smart because it keeps people react to instant because I could imagine how much people got in situations where they could have sued, but Airbnb was like, look, we'll put you in this $3,000 hotel. What you think about that? They was like, okay.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm still suing. Forget that. Nah, I'm
because you smart.
I'm gonna take the hotel and
still
sue.
Smart. You know what I'm saying? There's people that be dumb. So there's some people that'll be like, oh, they gonna take that and then Airbnb will write up some papers to get you to click yes or whatever to saying that you can't sue us for. You know what I mean? So.
Damn.
So I don't know.
Because they compensated you for XYZ.
But I heard there's some people that were, like, they didn't want no damn hotel. They were like about to go to the law. And Airbnb was like, all right, take this 10 racks, take this 20 racks. You know what I'm saying? And
hush money.
Just dumped it in their account.
I would have been like, what a 500 racks at? Let me get 500 racks. And then that's hush money right there.
Because you never know. Lawsuits here. Airbnb, depending on the severity of what takes place, you could get a big payout from Airbnb, which is why they keep that hush money. Because if a nigga's coming at you and is like, okay, here's 30 racks to not talk about this, you gotta imagine how much money you can get to talk about it. Because
that's facts. But then again, that's 30 racks. Like some people don't want to go through all of that. They probably be like, oh, yeah,
fuck it, yeah. Especially you talking about right now. Yeah, I'm sure Airbnb be pressing them like, look, that money could be in your Chase account in an hour. You know what I'm saying? They're probably like,
in an hour.
I have to use 10 racks in my account. Money, because you're gonna have to go through the lawyer, you're gonna have to pay the fees. We ain't gonna get the settlement for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so definitely gonna keep up with that Kanye situation as well. Now let's talk about this next hot topic, this OnlyFans situation. So if anyone ain't up to date with that, we'll explain that real quick. It may not be because I feel like it might be a struggle to get this done. OnlyFans is looking to revamp their platform and make it it's not only a space for adult content. It's not even supposed to be for that. They just turned it into that. But so OnlyFans is looking to eliminate all adult content. They want it to be straight up, I guess, just like, I can't imagine what else people would do, but they're eliminating the adult content.
Just a live streaming platform, another live streaming platform, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but let's be clear. And this is why because this is what I was getting to. In order to get this done, from what I'm reading, they need up to billions in investments from not only the investors, EJ, you went out again. Yeah. But not from only the investors, but from whoever else they could, celebrities, whoever else has the money, business people or whatever. Like that's the money that they would need to do it. Because you got to remember, right now, I'd assume at least 75% of OnlyFans money is coming from adult content. So if they eliminate that, they need that money to stay afloat to even continue working as a company.
Got you.
So that's why they need the billions of investments. And honestly, I don't think they're going to get it. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, I'm pretty sure some of the very investors are enjoying OnlyFans for the adult content. So
it's not gonna happen, bro. Even like
that is a big fact.
I think even like if they were to take away the nudity or whatever on the site, like the site's going straight downhill. Like they're not gonna be able to compete. That's what put them where they at. You know what I'm saying? They're OnlyFans because of the nudity. They're like, you know what I'm saying? It just probably, I don't know about the stats or the statistics, but it's probably competing with like the porn hubs and, you know what I'm saying?
By now,
like those big porn sites, you feel me? So,
and that's what I was gonna say. I mean, if OnlyFans go down, Pornhub hiring, you feel me?
But you see, and here's another thing, right? And I say this, I don't even talk about this kind of shit, but this is coming from a guy who on the bus has pulled up his browser and it's been on the screen. He didn't want people behind him to be seen, right? The reason why OnlyFans, I think, has taken off so bad is because it gives people who don't want to type in P anything a chance to see that kind of content. You know what I'm saying? By just having a Twitter and OnlyFans. Because not everybody's about to go into their browser and type in P this, P that.com. You get what I'm saying? So
that's true.
True, that makes sense.
So I feel like that's kind of the thing that gave it that edge. So even if that eliminates and Pornhub begins to be the only platform to do this, I think they're gonna lose a lot of girls, man. I think a lot of girls ain't like, yeah, I ain't gonna have no Pornhub shit in my in my bio. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Because already how that looks.
Because
For real.
the OnlyFans makes it more secluded, but
and it's way more like contained and controlled, and like you could say OnlyFans in an environment where some people might not even catch it and get what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I don't think girls want to be going around talking about go to my Pornhub.com / nah, they're not going with that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, bro. That'll slay the whole game, bro. Because you're right. Like you see a lot of girls just got OnlyFans in their bio, OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? And like it's crazy because they technically are porn stars if that's what they selling on their OnlyFans.
Softcore,
yeah.
Well, some of them hardcore because some of them got dudes in there with them.
But you can't really call them porn stars because it's just the OnlyFans. Now if they start going on the Pornhub, then they porn stars. You feel me?
Yep, straight up. Just
because of that, they still porn stars regardless.
Yeah, but remember, we look like
you
know, because some of these girls got family and stuff that might have the gram or might find it. You don't want your dad to open up Instagram and see. Go visit my Pornhub.com / Ashley. No, you don't like that's not. You can because the first thing I'm like,
but I wouldn't want to see go visit my OnlyFans either.
But you can talk your way out of OnlyFans.
But you're not even going to because like most of our especially parents, like the people that were older than us, they're not even going to see OnlyFans.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And girls have still been jacking. Some girls have been like, oh, I have an OnlyFans, but I don't, which is true. Some of them have an OnlyFans, but they don't do no full nudity or no sex shit on there. You know what I'm saying? They'll just have
that is true
too. Or them in bra and panties, whatever. And niggas still, you know what I mean? So. But once you throw Pornhub
still pay
there,
for it,
yeah, they can still pay for it. So once you throw that Pornhub title, it's like all bets are off. Like,
you ain't talking out of that one.
Yeah, man. You know,
like you might as well move to Miami at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it do matter with the site name, Casey. I don't care what you say, brother. It matters with the site name because not everybody even clicks in to see exactly what you're selling. You get what I'm saying? But once you're talking about your boss or who your paycheck is from is Pornhub. People automatically gonna assume they're gonna be like, "Oh, you do porn shit." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you tell someone I do OnlyFans. Michael B. Jordan has an OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could be like, "That don't mean I'm doing porn," but you know what I mean. So it definitely do matter. I know one girl who sells her underwear on there. I tell people this all the time, my nigga. There are girls that straight up. I done told girls like, "Oh, make an OnlyFans." Oh, I don't do. Sell your underwear, and you don't even have to wear it. I know girls that go buy underwear from Victoria's Secret, or whatever. Just play with it, dirty it up a little bit. Don't even gotta put it on. Mail it to niggas. Niggas is paying for that. What are you doing with that when you get it in the mail?
That's what I'm saying. You hanging on the wall. Probably sniffing.
Some weirdos, bro.
Weirdos are probably sniffing it type of shit. But
some weirdos, bro. I don't even know.
I don't know.
Nigga, what is you doing?
I mean, it's only so much you could do with it. It ain't pussy.
Nigga, that's it. You can sniff it, and I guess
sniff it and then.
Put it on your penis, like
so wrap it around that shit.
Like, but we're to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, somebody need to make a skit about that, bro. Buying female panties from OnlyFans, from an OnlyFan, like whatever.
Oh, niggas,
that'd be funny as hell. You get that shit in the package, like yes.
You're waiting for this.
Yes, I got her drawers.
She wore this on Tuesday.
I feel like that's the equivalent to getting pussy for a nigga who don't get pussy.
Man, I
don't think so, dog. Because
because you gotta think about it. We don't look at it like that. But a person who don't get pussy but be daydreaming all day about getting pussy, they gonna want to sniff some panties.
But my nigga, then go like the money that you use to go pay for these panties.
Go to the strip club or something, man.
Yeah, bro. You get like, I'm pretty sure y'all niggas been to strip clubs. Some of them they get too close. You like, bro, get the fuck back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want to sniff some panties, there's a lot of situations you get. And at least that's live. At least the girl, at least you sniffing panties that the woman is still in. You get what I'm saying? Like, I do not see the appeal of sniffing some panties that you don't even know if she truly. Well, I guess there's some situations where the girl probably does like a live show wearing them, and then I guess shows herself putting them in the box or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
or maybe
at that point she need to put them up for auction.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like you said, it may be some weirdos, and the girls probably like communicate with them like, oh, I'll send you my panties and blah blah blah, and the guy's like, yeah, I'll buy them, and buys the panties, thinking that somehow one day he's gonna get like with the girl or something like that. Maybe females be finessing like that or something. I don't know. But
I
that
don't know, dog.
All I'm saying is, if you pay a female $100 or more for her drawers, these are fucking gal code.
Something wrong with you, dog. Yeah, like
that shit's rough, bro.
Yo, dead ass. Niggas is crazy.
I couldn't even imagine, bro. Even if I was smashing a girl and she got up and I was like, can I keep these panties? She's like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess. Like, what? So I don't get like how this is even like a thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro,
can I keep
how weird.
Can I take these home?
Word, like, can I just... Because when I first heard of this, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's like a trophy kind of thing. But then I'm like, even that is kind of weird. Like,
oh man, I'm gonna leave this. We gonna leave this snippet. I know there's gonna be a weirdo who comment, be like, yo, there's a reason, man.
There's a reason. You don't understand.
You don't understand.
There's a reason, man.
My nigga, I don't want to understand. Whatever is the reason you would even feel that you need that, I'm good, bro. I'm so good. There ain't no price I'll pay for some girls' panties, bro. Ain't no type of way.
And there's only two situations I'm touching another female. There's only two situations I'm touching another female drawers. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, if I'm taking them off.
Mm-hmm.
And two, if when I'm hitting it from the back, I throw them shits on my head sometimes. That's it.
What?
Gangster.
I like how he acted like number two is gonna be some normal ass shit too. Like number two. I just put it on my head sometimes and I'm fucking like, what?
I'm saying, that's the weirdest I'll get with a female's drawers, bro. I can't see myself like wanting to take it home for myself. That's just too weird, bro.
Yeah, that is
gonna walk out the door.
Weird.
You're gonna walk out the door like, damn, I left the panties on my head.
Take the panties off. Like, sir, are you where you have women's pantyhose here? Oh yeah. Sometimes I just do this sometimes.
Oh damn, I thought it was my mask. Shit.
It's like, bro, I don't know. I can't picture no like, especially the mail situation. The getting them in the mail, dude.
Yeah,
it's
different, bro.
Especially if Shorty really wore them. Yeah, like let's say we in a situation where Shorty really wore them, and they're like she wore them for like a week or something. Like, you know what that box is smelling like when you crack that open and you get that shit in the mail, dog. Like, bro.
I wonder if they can request, be like, hey, can you make it like extra, like a little bit shitty?
Yeah, bro. Like I heard niggas be doing that shit. Like niggas will request to have like pee droplets in it, or like, you know what I'm saying, because they want to make sure it's real. Or niggas will be like, oh man, like I want to make sure you wear it for like a week, or wear them for like a week and a half types. Like more days you wear them, the more I'll pay you for it type shit.
God, bro, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Dude.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with people?
Oh my
god, bro.
If I was a girl, I would like any guy I knew, I'd be like, yo, wear this pair of underwear for like a week. I'll like a male, this fucking pervert. Dude's sweaty balls. Like,
hit her back like, yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
They smell used, just like I like. Yo, fucking weirdos. Yeah, so shout out to OnlyFans, which I guess is how we got to this part of the conversation. Shout out to OnlyFans. I hope they figure that out. But I personally don't think they're gonna get this. I'm pretty sure once they hit up these investors, they're gonna be like, "Are y'all nuts? Hell no!" like, you want us to pay you?
Are y'all nuts?
You want us to you want us to give y'all billions of dollars for us to lose billions of dollars, and possibly maybe get them back? No, I'm good. Like we'll let these hoes have they OnlyFans.
And just real quick too, that's another thing, because when you think of people who need like a platform for their like exclusive fans, people use websites like Patreon and shit. Ain't nobody thinking about using OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Word, that's what I'm saying. But and that's the thing, because Patreon, you can't do that OnlyFans shit on it. I'm sure they probably do it on.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying as far as what OnlyFans wants to be,
yeah, it's like because that's right. Isn't that basically what they're trying to be, like Patreon, or like something like where you basically have some shit where
or even Twitch,
yeah, too. Like or Twitch, yeah, like
they trying to get on that,
but the name tarnished.
Yeah, it's already tarnished now.
Yeah, it's tarnished.
They're gonna have to make a different site, like
because and I guess that too is probably what hurts them because of the reputation of OnlyFans and what it is. I'm pretty sure there's certain sponsors they lose out on, certain like advertising they can't do.
You can't really get much sponsors, bro.
They could just flip it.
What sponsors besides
fans only?
They could just flip it.
Yeah,
fans
exactly.
only.
They're gonna have to make a whole new site. They can't get sponsors
that's what I'm
now,
saying.
You know what I'm saying?
As long as
that
it
sounds
has,
way more PG.
But like I'm saying, bro, I don't think they're just concerned about the name, because there at this point there's a stigma that's attached to OnlyFans, and unless they clear out all this adult content, they're not going to be able to get it ever, because like you're never going to see an OnlyFans commercial on any type of Nickelodeon or any kind of Discovery Network or any kind of family channel. They're not gonna be able to
see it on HBO.
Huh? What you mean? Oh, like in a show, like people talk about HBO. It. Yeah, it was that. Like, they can't advertise at no like sports arenas. Like they can't have a billboard at and you know, like.
And they can't. They not gonna get no.
Imagine by tonight's boxing fight sponsored by
OnlyFans. But all that would be more a boxing match. I feel like maybe it would be more appropriate at least.
Possibly, but I don't.
But NBA, I can't picture like the announcers like. By the way, tonight's game is sponsored by OnlyFans. Sell your underwear tonight. Hey dog,
fucking Ernie saying that shit. I'm dying, bro.
Sell your draws tonight. Somebody will buy them. Atlanta up by 10. Like, come on, bro. Ain't no way that's going down.
I can hear Kenny already like, seriously, we're doing sponsors with that now. Seriously.
That's what I'm saying. And it has to suck when you miss out on that level of when you're almost or just as popular as shit like Instagram and Twitter and all these things, and you can't
and Trilla
you can't move forward. They can't move forward.
You can't move forward.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, because I'll look at this point, you could even say TikTok is like giving them a run for their money, and TikTok got sponsors. Like they good everywhere.
TikTok dumb sponsors, and people gonna put their advertisements on TikTok, so they're gonna make revenue from everywhere.
Word. So I see why they're trying to get out the predicament that they're in, but maybe they should just let it rock, because you know it is what it is. Like, you know, let it rock. Just because they gotta be making money. They're making money. I know that ain't a problem.
They're making money.
Yeah. But we'll keep it with that as usual, like everything else. But we're gonna keep it moving. Shortly next, because I'm still very confused on this subject. The Miami building, this building that collapsed in Miami. I don't understand it. I saw pictures and I'm dumbfounded, and that's not a word that I use very often, but it seems to me one side of the building was very much not given attention to as the whole other side of this apartment building, because it literally just did
just one side collapsed.
Just one side wanted to be gone, like type shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I hear, they're trying to figure out who's responsible or what went wrong, and there's all these mysteries, and which is cool. But at the end of the day, I feel like they're just trying to dance around the fact that Florida's responsible for this. You know what I mean? Specifically the city of Dade County or whatever. But
what do you mean? Like,
that's
just like
what I was actually gonna say.
Well, my nigga, I'd assume that with just like in any state, if you got an apartment complex, there has supposed to be certain checkups that are done, certain building are supposed to be up to code with certain things. Whatever happened with that building, clearly something wasn't right.
Yep.
Something wasn't right, and somebody was slacking.
And
on
they said
job.
that the apartment building, I was gonna say, if I heard correctly, I think they said the apartment building's been up since like the late 1800s.
Oh, word!
Because all that
whole building,
that means that shit probably should have been demolished.
Yeah, they said the building's been around for a long time. The building's been around for a long time, so they could have been a bad foundation. It could have been anything, and they just weren't giving it enough attention. So yeah, you're completely right.
Yeah, they screwed the pooch on that one, bro. Because out there they said there's still 90-something people missing. All these people now is it could be that too, result of bad construction work. But I feel like if it was,
and the one thing I want to say too,
go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm very disappointed that it's not getting enough attention, because I didn't hear about I didn't hear about this until this morning, and it happened yesterday. And I was like, "What the fuck?" I think was it yesterday or the day before? You know what I'm saying? It could have been people that we know on vacation.
Oh,
it was yesterday morning.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the thing too. I think because they don't have a scapegoat yet, they don't want to give it too much attention, because people don't like unanswered questions. And right now,
it was built in the early 1980s.
Oh, okay.
I knew I heard it wrong. I'm like 1800s might be too early.
Yeah. This like really
that sounds.
And with that being said, that means there was. If that's the case, somebody was slipping up, because any New York City right now got apartment buildings that were built in like the 1900s, early 1900s, 1930s that people still live in. They've renovated them, but so that means that apartment building should have either been renovated a long time ago, like sometimes in the because it's not even, that means it's not even what? It's not even 50 years old.
Yeah, I'm looking here. It says lawyer from residence.
That sound like bad foundation.
There's a they had a resident lawsuit, I think, in 2015. Somebody said the building was hold on. It had a lot of corrosion on it. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, research. It had been sinking into the ground since the 1990s. So apparently people been peeping it, and you know what I'm saying, it was just one of those things that's been bound to happen.
So the building really only lasted and was standing firm for 10 years.
That's wild.
And then these niggas just ignored it.
That's sad, bro.
That's horrible.
Oh yeah, this is the fuckers. Nobody they got. They don't even.
Now all them people missing.
They don't even have to sue you. Trust me. I'm pretty like. If Florida is any kind of smart, they wouldn't even let this shit touch a courtroom. They would just find a way to accommodate these people and give them a certain law, because it's going to be a class action lawsuit.
Yeah,
so
but I think I've seen Biden already. He already approved the FEMA. So okay. I don't know how much money.
Enough money.
Yeah, bro, that's gonna be dumb bread, bro. All them families, dog. Like they're gonna have to pay all them families.
It's hundreds of people that haven't even been found yet. I don't even know what the confirmed count
is. Like Casey just said this shit. Them niggas dead.
Yeah, they all
them
dead,
niggas
bro.
is dead.
Yeah, everybody's dead. I know that. Everybody.
Let's remember 9/11 where they was jacking the same thing for a while. Like, oh, there's people lost in the rubble.
Yeah, they just say missing because they gotta, you know.
It's not proven dead. Like they haven't actually found.
Yeah, but yeah, they definitely.
And it's more coping.
Dead.
Yeah, it's more coping. Exactly, like more coping than anything, because until they until they get the exact names of victims and exactly who died, like they're not gonna outright say, maybe 10 of them is, dude. I don't think even 10 people are alive in that shit. Maybe at first when it first happened yesterday at some point, but anybody that they ain't found yet is dead. You gotta think about.
They're gonna have to demolish that building, boy. Ain't nobody gonna live there after that. I'm packing my thing the day after the other condos or whatever.
They'll build some shit on it.
That's what I'm saying.
Because even 9/11, they built a whole shopping mall over.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to knock it down because who gonna want to live there? Like what? Yeah, the other building may be next. The other side.
Yeah, it's quiet.
I'm pretty sure the other side gonna go at some point. They knocking that shit down. And that's what's so expensive too, because now you got a whole apartment building of people that you now have to relocate. You got to find them somewhere to live until this blows over. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, you're gonna have to give them some type of fee for this shit, for all this pain and suffering and trouble and
which I ain't gonna lie, they have been doing. Well, the news report that I saw, they've been giving them grief counseling, they've been giving them food and water and shelter. So they doing what they have to, but they got a lot more work to do.
They sure do. Because even given the situation of like an apartment building, which can be considered like a small community, nigga Tyrone that lives on the first floor could be like, oh my God, I knew Miss Elkie on the 13th floor and she dead, and this is called, you know what I'm saying? Like you can make up a bunch of shit to make it seem like this caused you pain and suffering, even if it didn't. You know what I mean? So they screwed up on this.
Yep, and that's 50 racks.
Yeah, just for that. Just for Tyrone talking about how he missed Miss Elsie and shit. So,
just for pain and suffering, they'll give you 50 racks. That's a fact.
And this is a big situation. I don't remember ever, especially not recently, hearing about no apartment building just straight up just.
Yeah, I always thought about that too. I'm like, what happens if something happens to this building? Like, you know what I'm saying? Condo, like, but I didn't really think that's something that could possibly happen because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it is, I don't know, because it happened. So I didn't think it would be something that could possibly happen, like a building just collapse like that. You feel me? And I always thought about it.
This shit happened. People was, you in your kitchen. Some people was probably sleeping.
Bro.
Niggas playing Xbox. Niggas just chilling. Smoking.
Yeah, it happened in the middle of the night. Yeah, it could have been anything, bro.
That's sad, bro. Sad.
Very sad, man.
Yeah, but my heart goes out to them people. Facts. Like,
everybody.
It's a sad way to go. We all got to go, but there's definitely some ways that are just more unfortunate than others on this earth. But we definitely gonna keep up with that as well. Talk about that as we need to. Moving on though, we gonna keep it pushing. And I guess this is gonna be the ultimate last thing that we talk about, obviously. But that's gonna be the Derek Chauvin sentencing, which happened this morning. So anybody who doesn't know or wasn't keeping up today, Derek Chauvin, the judge did hand him out a sentence this morning. He was given a 22.5-year sentence out of, I think, a possible, he could have got up to 40. I think that's what they were saying. And out of that 22.5, it's important to note that after, as long as there's, plus he's a cop, after good behavior and all that, he's not, it's Minneapolis law that you only have to serve, I think they said, a third of whatever sentence you're given. So what they're saying is that he's probably at most going to do about 15 years, maybe less, and he'll get out. So the big debate though about this situation is, and I've seen a lot of people torn, is was this justice? Was it not justice? Did the judge play us? Was it a slap on the wrist? Could he have gotten more? So Alex, we're gonna start with you. How do you feel about that 22.5 years for Derek Chauvin?
So realistically, yeah, he could have got more. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, I mean, that court case was so, you know what I'm saying, it had so much involved in it, so much different things.
Very complex.
Yeah, it was very complex. So, I mean, looking at it, it's like, I believe there was justice because, first of all, he's a cop, and they did sentence him. And you know what I'm saying? You said he may be able to maybe doing like maybe 15 out of the 22. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking it was going to be 5 to 10. But, you know, he got more than that. So,
his attorney asked for probation. He outright just asked the judge, just give this nigga probation.
Yeah, that's crazy, y'all. Yeah, give him probation. Hell nah. But, yeah, I think it's justice, sir, man. So, like, it's better than, like you said, just probation, slap on the wrist type shit. I think 22.5, like Sean said, 22.5 is solid. Anyone knows that he's not gonna be there that long. He's not gonna be there that long. So
honestly, I'd be surprised if he even does 10. If he even does 10, I'd be shocked. I don't think he'll even do 10, to be honest. I think they're just waiting for the dust to settle. After maybe, but he's gonna do at least about 3-4. I'm sure they've been talking to him all day. Like, look, hear us out, bro. You know what I'm saying? We know this is unusual, but we had to do something.
But you see, you look at his picture, man. My man definitely stressed out. He went gray and like what?
You think so? Which we're gonna talk about that too, and his demeanor. But let me get Clay's point of view. What you think? You think this was justice served, or you think this was sloppy?
I would have to say that I'm a little bit torn, and that's because I feel like being sentenced, what he was sentenced, being found guilty for the charges that he was found guilty for was fair, and that's in that regard. But how the sentencing is done in their state court of law and things like that, because he only ended up getting, you know, the sentencing of the worst of all the charges, you know, and things like that plays into account. I think plays into his favor and why he couldn't get as much time as most of us would have liked to see him get. But, you know, it is what it is. I honestly hope out of the 22, he does at least 10, just like you said, Jay. If he does 15, shit, the more area. But most importantly, not to just sound like we just want redemption in this sense, but I really hope that like he uses the time to really figure out what he did, and hopefully he could, you know what I'm saying, show us in a way how remorseful he is for the mistake that he made and actually own up to it. Because so far he just been quiet, and it makes me feel like he's not remorseful of the situation as of yet. So
well,
hopefully
that. Well, and before I give my opinion on what I think about, and let me what Casey just said, he should have gotten 50 just for the drama. I believe that. If I was a judge, I'd be like, nigga, just for all this fuckery you done caused in the world, like we putting you under the jail just for that.
Do you see what they did in Minnesota? Do you see?
But yes. But Clay, let me ask you: did you see? I know you were saying that he was silent. He did make a statement today. Did you see what he said? Did you see that part when he spoke in court today?
I didn't get the chance to watch. I didn't get the chance to hear his statement. No, I did not get a chance to.
Right. He did speak. The judge he didn't force him, but he told him to stand next to his lawyer, and he asked him. He told him, you know, this would be the opportunity if you would like to say anything at all. And notably, in his defense, he does have 2 other cases. So he can't say certain things because he has another case directed with this George Floyd thing. That's a whole separate thing. And he recently got on charges.
With the 14-year-old?
He had a 14-year-old kid with a flashlight in the head. And they claim he also kneeled on that kid's neck as well. So that's a whole other thing he's about to do. So he couldn't talk too much, which I understand. You don't want to fuck up your other cases when you done dug this hole already, you know? But interestingly enough, he turned around to the family of George Floyd's family, his brother from New York, his brother from Minneapolis, and his couple cousins were there. He turned around to the family and he didn't apologize, but he said that he felt for them, that his heart goes out to them. And then he said, it can't be talked about right now, but in the future, some things are going to come up that are going to give you clarity. Which a lot of people at the time when he said this took offense to it today, because what I got from that was like you saying to them, something was withheld in this case that's going to come up that's going to justify me killing your family member.
Yeah, that what?
Is that what he's?
And that don't make no sense to me.
That's what you're. That's what you get. That's what you're saying. That's what you're getting from it, or that's what you.
That's what it sounded like, and that's what from even the journalists after on CNN and everywhere that talked about it. Everyone was kind of like, "Yo, what is he talking about? Does anyone have an idea what was?" And everyone said, "I have no idea." But it does sound like he's saying there's some information that's going to come out that's going to justify why he had to do what he did. You know.
I think he's just talking out his ass.
Again,
he probably didn't know what to say. You feel me? Like he's still trying to claim innocence in a way.
Which is crazy to me that he went up there and said that, because I'm like, dog, out of all things you could have said before you even just turned around and said, "I'm sorry." You know what I'm saying? That's all the man had to say, and turn around and sit back down. He went and said that dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Man, over here speaking in riddles.
Like he the Joker or some shit. It was so weird. Like. And he said this directly, like making eye contact with George Floyd's family. And mind you, this was after witness testimonies and witness impact statements. You know, they didn't have his daughter there in person, but they called her on FaceTime and they made her talk about the situation. And she talked about what she would say to her dad if she could. His brother from New York came up there, and you could tell that nigga was a New York nigga. Yeah, like he came up there, he flew in, man. He was tight. His brother from Minneapolis spoke. Yeah, and then after all of that, Derek Chauvin goes up and says that bullshit. And I'm like, okay. But in my opinion, as far as if this, is justice or not, if something happens to a family member, especially something as serious as death, in my opinion, it's only up to the family member of the victim to determine if justice was served or not.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
With that being said, the George Floyd situation is obviously a very specific situation. It had a bigger impact on just his family. It had an impact on the country and the world ultimately, right? And this was something that was open. Everybody saw. We saw the whole trial. We saw the sentencing. None of it was hidden. With that being said, as far as do I think they did the right thing in court to not allow this to happen in the future? No, I don't think a 22-year sentence to Derek Chauvin is going to really make cops think twice before they do shit like this again.
That's true.
Right? Especially when he's going to get out in like 10, 15, right? I don't think this is that effective in that state. But also, it's not a slap on the wrist. Because like I said, the judge could have said probation, 1 year, community service, and slammed down his gavel. And that would have been that. You know what I mean? And I'm sure, like EJ said, I believe, or you said, he looked great. When he heard that 22, was like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, they're not playing with me. You know what I'm saying? So clearly, even he himself realized this was no slap on the wrist. But I don't know. And because you also got to remember what they were saying is I forget the specific term that they were using. I was supposed to write it down today, but I didn't. The way this murder happened, there were certain things that went along with it that the judge could have gave him 15 years on each extra thing. Because, for example, one of them was the fact that the crime was committed in front of people underage. Because you got to remember, the girl that recorded it was 18, and then the 9-year-old girl who testified was like 8 when it happened or some shit like that.
No, I thought at the time the girl was 17 that recorded it.
Yeah. She was 17 at the time. She's 18 now.
She's 18 now, yeah. She was 17 at the time, yeah.
The other girl was 8, I think, and is 9 now. So that alone, when you do a murder or anything in front of children, that's a whole, the judge himself, it's up to the judge. He could tack on 15 years per. And they found 4 of those. There were 4 separate ones. Another one, I think, was for the fact that when you're a police officer, when you swear in, just like the paramedics, part of your swearing is that when people are under your care or whatever, you're supposed to provide them care. They're supposed to leave you alive.
Yeah.
So that was another one where it's like, okay, a nigga died under you and you're a police officer, and you didn't shoot him for something. He died under your care, like he couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were upset because they were saying, like, bro, judge, you could have gave a man 60 years. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that would have been a little bit extreme, but he didn't. I think he did give him, I think, extra 7. I think is what they were saying for one of the things or something like that. But the judge could have gave him more. Ultimately, if I was the judge and I was trying to be on the safe side, just that not have nobody pissed at me, I'd have gave him the 27. I'd have said 20, maybe even 25. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been like 25. Because even that sounds a little better than 22 and a half, and you're going to be out in 15. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, just like I knew they wasn't going to lay the book on him.
No.
I knew, but I had a feeling they was, you know what I'm saying, he was going to get something, which is good. I'm happy that he got something, you know what I'm saying? Got 22, he may serve, you know what I'm saying, maybe 10, 15 max, maybe, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I believe, in my opinion, justice has been served for this situation. Could he have gotten more? Like you said, yeah, it could, but we all know that wasn't going to happen. He wasn't going to get no 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Right. We all know that wasn't going to happen. So it's good that something like this did happen to where he got to pay, man. And I know people say, like you said, you don't think he doesn't look remorseful, but man, you look at this picture it's showing on the live right now, but his old picture when he got locked up until now, man, that man's full gray hair right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
you know he not in there. You know he not in there. You know he not locked up.
Just chilling.
Yeah, just chilling, bro. That man is stressing, bro. And you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but I don't think he remorse though. He's just stressing because he's not going to see his family.
Yeah, exactly. So he's going through the stress. He's not remorse. He may not be remorseful, but he's gonna go through the stressful, like, damn, why did I do this or blah blah blah. Like, gonna go through.
I honestly hope this nigga suffers, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, he's gonna have to sit down and stress that whole time.
Right, and part of the reason why, like you said, like with his, his mugshot going in, he looked like he was kind of just like, you know what I'm saying, and now he's like shook. Is because obviously at the time he thought like every other cop, like, yeah, I'm gonna go in, they're gonna bail me out. I'm probably gonna get, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna fire me with pay or some shit, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact, especially that day when he turned himself in or whatever, he did not think he was gonna end up this was gonna be the thing. I know he probably would have skipped town and went to some other country or some shit if he even had the inkling of an idea that he would get a 22-year sentence. Like, I remember, I don't even think he expected the jury to find him completely guilty. I don't even think he expected. Because even when they read that sentence, he was kind of like,
yeah, he had his head like, what?
Like, what? Like, I guess, you know what I'm saying? So you got to think, nigga who's mind thinking like that, definitely remorseful. He ain't think about remorse. And, and the judge made it clear too, because like how you were saying, clearly he wasn't going to get the book. They wasn't going to give him 100 years to life. And the judge made that clear. Before he handed out the sentencing, the judge said, I want to be clear, my decision here is not going to be based off of, how politics or how protesters feel or how family feels or nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be based completely on the law, which is true. And, we got to keep in mind, Derek Chauvin's whole trial in this situation wasn't just like, you on trial because of police brutality. You was on trial because a man was under your knee, literally begging for his life, and you did not care. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's, one of the reporters on CNN was saying, like, I got a cousin. I know people in my family that have done non-violent offenses and have gotten out longer sentences than 22.
Yeah. I think Beyonce's mom said her godson got a 20-year sentence just for, you know what I'm saying? I think it was like a drug charge, like. Something crazy, and there's a lot of that right now, like drug charges sitting down doing 20, 25.
Doing 20 years for having some weed in your pocket, bro. Having some coke in your pocket. Having some Zans in your pocket.
But we gotta just be realistic with the times how it is now. We all know he was not gonna get the book. Like we know that.
I knew
so
that for a fact.
It's like so this is why be surprised when he doesn't? We might as well take what we got right now, what everybody fought for. They fought for justice. We got the justice. You feel me?
And see what happens with the other two charges.
Exactly. So,
that too. A lot of people have been saying that. Because a lot of people were saying they doubt. While he's probably not gonna get no serious shit for that, I don't think he's gonna just get off. You know what I'm saying? And then you also got the trials coming up with the rest of these 3 bozos or the other 3 police officers that were involved in the situation. So I know they sweat. I know when they saw that 22 today, they was like, God damn. They was like, you know what I'm saying? Because if he got 22, the rest of them probably at least gonna get about at least a 3-piece or a 5-piece each.
Yeah.
Maybe you get out in a year or two.
They gonna get a little something.
But they gonna get something.
They gonna sit for a little bit.
They might They might get 5 to Ocho. You know,
they might. And I know they ain't ready for that life at all.
Nope.
So I don't know, man.
You said they want Mr. Chin.
Mr. Chin, he looked like he really fretting, boy. I seen a video. They had played on the court shit when they had him in the like right after the situation that occurred, and they had to bring him to the police center or whatever. He was in there. That man was nervous, boy. Like you could tell he was on some like, bro, I cannot. Like I'm not built for this. Like, especially that Mr. Chin nigga, he ain't built. The black nigga, I remember when he was out on bail for a little bit, niggas ran up on him in Walmart and he was shook just from that. So I know he ain't ready for that shit.
But he not built. And
then the white boy, he just looked like he ain't even ready at all. Because he was damn near crying in his mugshot that they took. He looked like the most scared on him in that shit.
There's always one.
Yeah, man. But let it be a lesson.
Facts.
You living in some different times.
Very different, very sensitive, very judgmental time, very egotistic.
Different times, boy.
Very arrogant.
For the record, New York City just made it illegal that you can now officially put your gender as X on your driver's license. So those are the times you're living in, buddy. So you gotta think about that.
Get it. I get it. Because it's copy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't even know what the fuck to say about that. That's just like, like
because you say anything, we gonna get canceled. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
More power to y'all.
Like, can we just be whatever the fuck we want? Because I want what y'all want me to do. That's what I want. What y'all want me to do? How niggas like me gonna do it?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
when everybody wants to be X.
They already got it. They already the gulliest people on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle said it best. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of guts for a man to want to go and cut his John off. You feel me? And just completely move on. You feel me? That takes a lot of guts. I can't do that. Not for $1 million. I wouldn't do that.
So it's no male, female, just X.
For trans.
Yeah, like if you want to. Like if you right now, if you're in New York State and you want to
cross,
you guys got to go to the DMV and tell them, look, I am not a man or a woman. I'm an X. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You good? Which, like I said, to me is crazy. Because
I just think everything is just too much. Everything's just moving too fast for me with that. Like
too fast
too much.
Too fast.
Pretty soon we won't have pronouns on our IDs.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. And again, this is a thing where it's like, dude, we can't too fast expect everyone to just jump on board with this, man. It's gonna take some time because I'm all for people having liberty and having freedom, but there needs to be a line. I don't think we should let people get to the point where we're allowed to gender ourselves as X. You know what I mean? Because even for crime and trying to identify people, that's not a good look, dog. Because when you see somebody's ID or someone's like, you're looking for this person, or someone says, oh, what is he? He's X. Or what is they? They's X.
You can't say that neither.
You can't say he or she. All you can say is they. They's X.
You can't even say they. Because like
that. I'm reading the article.
So there's another thing besides they. What else is there now?
Yeah, I mean it's
they. That's like the if you don't want to be known as he or she.
He, she, or they.
Yeah,
it's he, she, or they.
True.
Like I said, there was a fourth one.
I'm reading the article on the internet the other day, and they keep the subject of the article was a transgender, but I'm not even like thinking or whatever, because there's transgenders that still at this point identify as he or she, but then now you got the whole other ones that don't want to be he or she, they want to be they. So I'm reading this article, and the person that wrote the article keeps saying they, but they're using it grammatically incorrect. So I'm like, why are they and I'm like, oh, I'm like they're referring to the person as they. And you get that looks stupid on paper. It sounds stupid saying it. It looks stupid that we're gonna have to start teaching our kids in school that they're gonna have to write like this, because it looks dumb saying, hey, when I went and spoke to they, they said this, and I'm like, huh? That don't make sense. When I went and spoke to they,
yeah, it's too much, bro. It's way too much, bro.
I still been waiting for it to make sense. It hasn't made sense to me yet, but I still respect it. It is
pick
what it is.
you
Whatever
want,
make
bro.
you happy, but
niggas is not saying y'all niggas can't be whatever. If you want to be a fucking unicorn, be a damn unicorn. But call yourself a unicorn, dog. How is you gonna say I'm now? You're not now. Niggas is not nothing. Oh, I'm not a boy or a girl. How dare you put me in that box?
How dare you? Bro, they really be saying shit like that though.
What type of shit y'all on, bro? Like
anybody putting you in a box when you was born, you was either born with a penis or a vagina. One or the other.
That's what I'm saying. After this, we just gonna have niggas being like anything goes.
Yeah. Pretty soon niggas is gonna be pulling up like nigga, I'm Buzz Lightyear, leave me alone.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I will be referred to as such. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's too much, bro. And like
bugging, bro.
I don't know,
bro.
It's just,
they're gonna be saying anything.
Like I said, America's just getting super soft, bro. They
super soft.
They get and too many sensitive people out there. It's too sensitive, too soft and sensitive, bro. Like
I saw Governor Cuomo deliver this bill over today, live on New York One in front of a rainbow flag behind him, with him sitting there. And now you can be X. And I'm like, nigga, your father's probably rolling in his grave right now. Like, nigga, what? First off, get from in front of that damn flag. 2, X, pick something. That it even makes more sense to say, okay, you can now put on your ID, I'm trans. You know what I'm saying?
I would have thought
that makes more damn sense. X,
yeah. It should. That should actually. That is a good idea. That should go on an ID, in my opinion.
Yeah, because all that at least that would make sense. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And then if you want to even ask the person, okay, so what would you like to be referred to as? Don't tell me to call you X, dog. Don't tell me you're X. Don't tell me to refer to you as you know, as or tell me I have to refer to you. I'm supposed to know to refer to people as they, because I've been in school my whole life and they taught me very much in every grammar class, every English class, pronouns, proper pronouns. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I guess if we gonna go this way, we gonna go it, but it's gonna take a lot to. I don't know. It's gonna take more.
It's gonna take more of an effort to make it make sense. That's a fact.
Yeah, to make it make sense, yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? They just do it.
But just a suggestion: take away the X, make a T. That's it. We just saying, make it make sense. That's it. That's all we saying.
A T. I'm trans. But I guess the thing too is that even people who are not trans could identify as X if they want to.
So wait, so what is X supposed to mean?
X basically means, all right, you remember how when we on the last show, when you said that they started up a thing where they don't even want niggas to do the gender reveals no more because in the future, it's like you put the kid in a box already to be something before he even had the option. So it's
like, I don't want to be identified, so it's X.
That's basically what X is. X is like, nigga, don't call me, I'm not a girl, I'm not a man, I'm not a trans, I'm X.
So if anything, nigga, just put an H. You're human. What the blood clot?
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck y'all put X for?
Which is a strange thing because it's like we're all fighting. Specifically, this group of people seem to be fighting for the right to be identified as human. But it's like people know y'all are human. People don't have a problem with y'all because y'all are human. Like people like the shit y'all do and how y'all are. Like not me. I'm talking about people that prejudice people that are against people like that.
Yeah.
They don't care what you identify yourself as, or they don't care that you're a human, dog, because it seems like we're racist people. You think fucking them niggas that are like them Nazis and all them A brotherhood, them what they call them, Aryan brotherhood niggas, didn't they care the fact that black people is human? They know we human. They know we bleed blood like them.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck.
They didn't give two shits.
People, specifically groups of people, you know, and this is black people included. We got to start looking at the reason. If we want to make change, we got to start looking at the reasons why these groups of people hate us, whether they're valid reasons or not. We got to start trying to address the actual reasons they have a problem with us, not this whole kumbaya, let's all hold hands.
And that goes for every issue.
That's what I'm saying. Every. Not just ours. Every. Because my nigga, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't a situation where it's like, we can't just be given all the rights and freedom just to trans people and people X just because they want to be like that. Ain't right, dog.
But let's stop talking about this shit before we get sued.
Ain't nobody suing me, my nigga. Ain't nobody suing me. I wish niggas would. You can sue what you want. You gonna sue air.
Nigga said sue your
nobody suing me. Sue your mama. But yeah, so that's it. I don't got nothing else to say for this episode. I don't know if y'all got anything else y'all want to, other than the Cash App situation. And
oh yeah. We got the Cash App down there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gonna help us get better and better.
Big facts.
We gonna try and stay consistent as possible. You see, we on here. We keep it rolling.
I'll keep it rolling.
Stream Universe, stream Bring Your Body.
Facts. And Universe Part 1 music videos out now. Y'all go check it if y'all haven't yet.
Oh shit, I didn't watch it yet. I'm gonna watch that shit.
Yeah, go watch that. Watch and share, everybody. Comment, likes, all that. Let's run it up.
And like we said, we got stuff coming up in the future to look out for. And also, everybody that's been hitting us up talking about being on the the podcast, we gonna figure all that out. Y'all gonna we definitely gonna figure it out. Our next episode will probably have a guest of some sort. So until next time, man. I guess we'll see y'all boys Monday.
Yep.
Ladies and boys and exes. All the exes out there will see you as well on Monday.
All the T's and the X's and
the X's, the T's, the LGs, B's, Q's, pluses, the minuses.
The minuses.
That little funny squiggly sign thing that I don't even understand what the fuck it means. Oh, y'all.
The asterisks.
All that. Peace out.
Love y'all.